Hi guys, so today I thought I would sit down and kind of just share with you kind of how I've been feeling lately, because it's definitely been a struggle, that's for sure. I feel like I've been a hot mess for weeks now, and I think it's a lot because there's so much going on. We are moving, we are actually getting the keys to the new place in less than 2 weeks, which means we will officially be sleeping there in less than 3 weeks. Because if you didn't hear, we are moving in town. It's actually only, I think it's exactly like 5 minutes from our house, so location wise it's not that far away, but it's the whole move. But we are going to have a whole week where we will have the keys, but we won't sleep. We are not getting the truck because we're waiting till the following weekend, which it's just going to work out better that way for everybody. And my mom is coming, my mother-in-law is coming, they're all coming to help for the physical, like the last part of the move, and to help me with all those last minute things like those last few days, which will be awesome. So when we get the truck, it's really just for the big stuff. All the little stuff will hopefully almost all be there, except for like what we need those last couple of days. So a lot's been going on. I've had to do a lot, switch our electric over or have it transferred, set up for the internet. I still have to order our couches, but like the great thing is I'm ordering them from Amazon, and it tells you like when it's going to ship or like when it'll be delivered. And like right now, the delivery date, I think I checked this morning, and it would be the beginning of that block is the day we get the keys. So I'm nervous to have it that day, just because what if we can't like sign till the afternoon or something? I don't want them sitting out there if they came first thing in the morning. So I'm waiting. I'm going to do it tomorrow, because then I figure it'll be the next day. So it'll work out. So it's just been a lot to do. I feel like I have just been in shambles. I feel like I'm not keeping up on everything like I normally do. Like yesterday I spent the day cleaning, and normally I can just like do little bits here and there during the week, and last week I just could not get it done for the life of me. It's just, and I definitely can tell the kids feel it too. And I didn't at first. I thought they were just like off because of the weather, but then this week I'm like, it's definitely, I think I'm rubbing off on them. Yeah, so I really didn't think it was bothering them, because like nothing's really changed. Like I haven't even like taken stuff off the walls. As you can see, everything is still up. I've been like cleaning out things, but that's pretty normal. So I don't know. I guess they're feeling it, my anxiety, and I'm trying to keep it kind of calm for them. And it's just, I guess I'm either not doing a good job, or they're now feeling it, because like we have a countdown going because they were excited about my mom and my mother-in-law. Sorry, my eyebrows. I feel like I really need to I need to have my eyebrows done. That's a whole other show. I can't even get there to get done. But anyways, this is, see, where I feel like ADHD and I'm like all over the place. And I've just been feeling it, and I've definitely felt like a bad mom. And today it kind of hit me. Not that I was feeling like a bad mom, but I could feel the boys' anxiety coming out while we were trying to do schoolwork, and they were so frustrated. And I'm like, there's nothing to be frustrated about. If we need to stop, we stop. Like, we've been trying to talk about that a lot. And last week we had a lot of discussions, because a friend of mine of ours who also homeschools, we were talking a lot about it, and like if she was like trying to bounce ideas off of me, because they're debating on if they're going to keep homeschooling or if they're going to put back in public school. Again, they started this year just like we did, and we discussed it a lot, and we've all come to the decision we're still going to homeschool, because I can't send the kids back. And the boys this morning or last week, we were talking about it a lot, and I was asking them if they wanted to go back. And honestly, the reasons that Robert was the only one who said anything about going back was he said he missed the friends. But I'm like, but you still have your friends. Like, he sees everybody when they get out of school, or if they have a day off, and like you go play outside. I said, which you wouldn't do before because you were so tired at the end of the day. And he's like, yeah, you're right. He's like, yeah, I guess I do play more now. I'm like, yeah, it's just you don't see those people during the day. I said, but now you have that energy to play at the end of the day. And then when he gets frustrated over the time it is to do school, and I'm like, look, we did the math. I'm like, look, it takes us a maximum of 2 hours a day. I said, if you were in school, it would be like 7, almost 8 hours. And he goes, oh, that's a lot more. I'm like, yeah, that would be 6 more hours. And he's like, I don't want that. So I was like, okay. So, we've all had that discussion, and even Jeffrey, he's like, I don't want to go back. And I don't blame him, because they definitely were struggling. Both of them were in school for different reasons, and I really think it's because they didn't have that one-on-one. Because even some of the lessons that I've been doing, that they're like, oh, it should take 4 or 5 days to do this one lesson, it takes us like 2 to 3. And I really think it's because some of these lessons were taught by teachers, and so they're expected to be in a classroom, and I'm like, well, we're not in a classroom, so it takes less time, because I only have 2 kids to worry about teaching the lesson and figuring it out. So we've definitely realized that it's much better this way. So it's just been a lot of discussions about that, thinking about the move, and Robert's having reservations about moving, mostly because he doesn't want to leave our nephew. He thinks he's not going to get to see him anymore, because if you don't know, our nephew lives with us. And I'm like, you're still going to see him. He's still going to be right here. He's already told you he's going to be coming over, because he's going to want mommy's cooking. So he's not, it's the change. And when we've had people move, like when my mom moved out a few years ago after I had Mia, she moved out and Cody moved right in, and we didn't physically move. They did. So it was, I feel like for him, he's like, well, everything's going to change. But I'm like, oh, we're going to be in a new place. You have a brand new room. We'll be on the first floor, so there won't be any stairs. You can go in and out easier to go play. We even went to the complex to see like which building, like which apartment is ours. And it's where it is in the complex, it's actually like off like a separate part of the complex, so you have to go in a separate entrance. So like anybody who goes in that entrance is just there because they live there, not they're just in those buildings, not like everyone else. So it's much quieter. There's a lot more room, so I feel like once we get in there, it'll be better. There's just a lot of things, a lot changing. Ed has had to work a lot lately. It's definitely picked up work wise, so he's just been busy, and I think it's just getting to Robert, and I definitely can feel it. And today I was like, look, if we can't get it done, we stop. We can do it later, or we save it for another day this week. And it was like, once he thought about it, he was like, yeah, you're right, like I could just either get it done right now, or we can do it later. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, there's nothing that says it has to be done today. The only thing I do have them do every day is their reading. So there was like, that's the only thing I said. But again, we have all day to do it. It's only in the morning right now. So it's just been a lot. Even Jeffrey, last week, there was one day he decided he didn't want to go to therapy, which was odd, because he usually he likes going. I think he likes that one-on-one attention he gets. He likes playing with new toys. But for some reason that day, he was like, I don't want to go. And I was like, really? And it was like an hour and a half before we had to go, before the appointment. And I was like, oh, maybe it's just because he's into something. I'm like, we have time before we have to go. So I kept asking him again and again. And he's like, no. He was like adamant he did not want to go. It was a half hour before his appointment. We were like going to have to get ready in like 5-10 minutes. And I was like, all right, Jeffrey, we gotta go. We gotta go see Miss whoever. And he was like, I don't want to see her today. And I was like, okay. And he's never said that. So, I mean, he might be like, oh, we have to go. Like, I'm in the middle of something. I'm like, you can just leave it and play with it when you get back, or you can finish when you get back. And usually that's fine. But this was an adamant, I don't want to go. So I felt really bad having to cancel a half hour before our appointment. But even she agreed with me. But I'm like, I said to her, I'm like, he's never said this. So I really need to respect his, his choice that he does not want to come see you today. And she goes, you know what? She's like, I almost feel better that he's making that decision and he doesn't want to come. She goes, because I know he has fun here. He likes talking to her. He likes hanging out. So it's not that he doesn't like going. It was just one of those days that he did not want to go. And she's like, I respect the fact that you're respecting his, opinion, his feelings, and that he did not want to go. And it wasn't even like he was having that bad of a day. I mean, he had a little bit of a tough morning. There was one lesson that he was just really struggling with. He just couldn't get it. And I was like, look, let's just take a break and we'll do it another day. Like, it's not worth getting this upset. And I couldn't even figure out why it was upsetting him, but he took a break and he went and did something else. And I was planning on just not even coming back to that lesson for the day. And he comes back and he goes, Mommy, I want to do it now. And I said, okay. We sat down and did it. So, but that's happened. Like, normally if it happens, he doesn't want to do the lesson again. So I thought, oh, that he wanted to come back. He maybe just really just needed a break. So I feel like everyone's kind of hitting it, you know, having these feelings of odd way. Mia, I think, is the only one who's not dealing with it, because I don't think she even realizes anything's happening. Probably the day we move, once we start going to the new place, I'm sure she will start to have feelings. But she's been just having more growing issues right now. We're having another growth spurt. All three actually have been, because clothes are not fitting right. We had to go buy new stuff over the weekend. Like, I feel like everyone's just growing. And so I don't know if it's like a growth spurt along with everything else that's going on. It's just been kind of crazy. So I'm trying to make the most of it and realizing that my days are not going to be perfect. And right now my brain is going a million miles a minute. I'm having trouble sleeping now. It's been everything. And I know once we move, it'll be better. And especially, like I said, I have so much help that, and I even have a friend who have offered to take the kids too if I need them to. And I'm like, I have so much help. Like, my mom and my mother-in-law are coming. We're going to get the truck on a Saturday. They were actually going to come Wednesday night before, and they're staying through Monday. So, I mean, they're going to be here for extra days. So I almost feel like, as much as I thought, okay, we'll have the truck on Saturday and I'll probably have to come back Sunday and like clean, I really think because we'll have everything out, that I'll be able to clean on Saturday, and not Sunday. We can just worry about, you know, getting everything set up. Because while they're there, I want to at least get the main living area and the kids' bedrooms done, which I don't foresee being a problem. I feel like we'll be able to do that, but it's been so much lately. I feel like I am... Hello.
Poop.
You pooped? Okay.
I pooped.
Yeah. Well, thank you for letting me know. Oh, you want me to stop so I can change you? Okay. Can you give me 1 minute? Oh, yeah. Oh, I do smell you. Thank you for letting me know. Maybe next time we go on the potty? We don't want to talk about that yet. Never a dull moment around here. But anyways, like I was saying, I just feel like there's a lot going on. I actually was planning on vlogging today, and then I'm like, no, I just can't. My brain can't wrap around doing that all day. So thought I would just do a sit down and kind of just let you guys know how I'm doing and how it is absolute chaos right now. I feel like I know it will get better in a few weeks, and that is great. And then we'll be the new normal, and trying to just adjust to the new place, which, I mean, thankfully, like, location wise, you know, actually it's a little, even like I said, it's like 5 minutes where we are right now. Like, right now our complex is right off of a main road, and it is so congested. So like the other place, there's actually like a light, so it actually makes it a lot easier to get in and out. So I feel like we won't have that chaos, which is nice. But just getting to that point right now, and I know we're like at the home stretch, and I really think that that's part of the problem. It's like it's so close that we're all kind of just feeling that anxiety, because I know my husband is too. He's like, we were talking about it this morning, about getting, you know, about the truck. He was saying, he asked me a question about it because I had done the rental, and he was asking a question. I'm like, you know, we have this weekend and then we get the keys, and he's like, holy crap. It's like, yeah, it's right here. So there's like a few things, like I'm sure you can see the Lego sets that are together right now. He had done those for the kids, and he told them, he's like, oh, I have to take them apart this weekend because it'll be so much easier to move them. You got your baby? Oh, you want to show them your baby? Oh, she's so pretty. She loves her baby dolls, huh? Yeah? So, but yeah, so I mean, we're here, we're surviving. Like I said in my last video, the videos will be pretty sporadic between now and till the move. I'm hoping that maybe I can do like a semi-empty apartment tour before we decorate, even though we all will be going that first day, so we'll see. But I know we're gonna like get the keys and try to make a couple of runs that day, but I also want to clean. So what I might do is, like, we might go over and I'll clean, and then, you know, we'll bring some stuff over. I don't know, we haven't decided yet, but we're getting there. I feel like it's, like I said, it's that home stretch, and I think everybody who's moved before knows it's chaotic. Even though like nothing's happening at the moment, you're like waiting for it, and it's coming, and it's just every day the anxiety level just goes up a little bit. So I hope everyone is doing well, and we'll see you next time.